everybody, I am Emily. I am here at the Motor City Comic Con. This is my 16-year-old dream come true right here.
Woo! Sorry.
How many 38-year-old women tell you that?
There's a lot. There's
Yeah.
a few. You'd be surprised how many 38 and 39 and 40 and then 20s. It's really weird. Really weird.
So I will say that NSYNC, like my kids know NSYNC. Have you noticed like
Yeah, you know, it's really interesting. And not so much interesting, I should say, because again, women like yourself and stuff like that, as obviously we get older, there are kids and we want to show them.
We're blasting it in the mom-mobile on the way to school.
Yeah. Just like my parents were when I listened to a lot of these 50s doo-wop music stuff, where my dad grew up at that time. So I listened to that. So yeah, of course, my little one's really funny because I think she knows more Backstreet Boys word songs than NSYNC songs words. Yeah.
What?
Just hurts my feelings. Nah, it's all good. But you know, it's just really cool. It's interesting to see a lot of the young generation knowing who we are, which is crazy. And we haven't done anything pretty much as a group, like album-wise or tour-wise, in like 20 years.
So I actually invited my friend over to my parents' house so that we could watch you on the MTV VMAs a few years ago.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, what alternate universe is this that you're still inviting your friends to my house to watch NSYNC on
awesome.
MTV? Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It gives you it brings you back to a good time. You know what I'm saying? It brings you back, and then you know, as growing up and listening to music, same thing like me. I was I believe it or not, a New Kids on the Block fan. I was huge when I was young.
Who was your favorite New Kid on the Block?
Who was my favorite? Jordan. Jordan was my favorite.
Obviously, right?
Yeah, because he was the one that sang most of the leads, of course.
Yeah,
you know, and I was like, man, I always want to do that one day. So it's kind of funny. I got a chance to do it.
So it was difficult for me to think of questions for you because I feel like I already know everything about you. Like at one point, I knew your middle name. I can't remember what it is anymore.
It's okay.
But what I do remember is that you're a big Superman fan.
I am.
So do you ever come to the Comic-Cons as a guest?
There's a few. I started coming out to Comic-Cons kind of as a guest. There was actually one that I would go to all the time in Orlando that was called Spooky Empire. And they still have it. It's actually going to be this coming weekend, believe it or not. But yeah, I started just going to them for a while, and then all of a sudden I got invited, and they're like, hey, do you ever think about signing stuff? And I'm like, anybody want to see sign? Why does anybody want to see me?
Yes.
Because again, not knowing, I'm just thinking comic books back then,
Right.
and now it's so much more of just pop culture in general. And you know, just started doing it, and I've been doing it ever since. But I do sometimes come to ones when I'm not even signing. Yeah, I bring my little daughter around.
Since your time with NSYNC, you have really made the rounds with Masked Singer, Dancing with the Stars.
Why not? It's fun.
Yeah, and now you have a show on the Game Show Network, right?
Yep, called Common Knowledge. Yes, been doing that right now. Hopefully, we're going to be shooting our 4th season sometime around March, I believe, of next year. So
Did you have to take a pause because of COVID?
We did take a pause because of COVID, but we didn't shoot the full. Usually I'll shoot 130 episodes. We shot 65 this season so far, just because of the COVID thing. They didn't want to overlap and get people, you know, oh gosh, I was tested like every day. It was crazy. But hopefully going to do some more, do about 130 back again in March, hopefully. Cross our fingers.
130, that must be exhausting.
We shoot 6 shows a day, which is insane. The 30-minute shows, obviously, but 6 shows a day we shoot, and I'm talking the whole time. So it's on my feet talking all day pretty much, except for a lunch break. And right around the 4th to 5th show, it's where it gets a little crazy. My brain starts to turn to mush, and then words just become words. There's no emphasis on the questions that I'm saying, and I'm like, what is that word again? It's a simple word. I even made a whole joke, and I actually posted it, where I said Kanye pepper, and it's cayenne pepper, and I don't know why I could not get cayenne out of but I said Kanye. So yeah.
Kanye was on your mind. Kanye was on your mind. All right, I have one more question for you if you'll indulge me. I remember when you did your top 40 videos for MTV, and they all asked you all at the same time, do you have girlfriends? And you all said no.
Right.
That was a lie.
Yes and no. What year was that? I'll tell you if I had a girlfriend or not.
You were about to have a child, I think.
Yeah, that one.
That one?
That one.
That was the child?
That was a child. That's my 20-year-old.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Joey Fatone's child.
That's Brianna.
Hi, Brianna.
But no, you know what? I had a girlfriend since I was 16. I dated my high school sweetheart. We were dated for 10. What? Oh, this is yelling. Married for 10, dated for 10. And yeah, but I mean, like, back then we weren't like 100%, meaning like we weren't like, oh yeah, we were young. I was 17 years old, touring around the world. And they're like, you have a girlfriend? I'm like, no, I don't have a girlfriend. I'm in Europe.
Different zip codes,
right?
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Good. See, you got me. But obviously, as you get older and stuff, you go, okay, I know it's important, this and that. And then I got married.
Awesome. Good. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us.
My
Welcome
pleasure.
to Detroit. We
Thank
hope you have a great con.
It's been great so far.
All right, thanks, Joey.
Thank you. My pleasure.